Hi guys, this is Sajak from Dwarven.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to fix various types of BSOD error in Windows 11 when you are not able to access the OS. So if you are able to access the OS, then you may easily go to the settings menu and fix all the issues as such. But in case you are not able to access the OS, then you will not be able to fix any of these issues from the settings menu or control panel or any other options. So in that case, you will have to take the help of BIOS. And in this video, I'll show you how to fix all the blue screen of death errors using the BIOS menu. So these are the various options, the 6 plus 4, 10. So I'll show you 10 fixes, out of which 6 are the CMD fixes and the 4 are the non-CMD fixes. And all these fixes will be done via BIOS. So do keep in mind that some of these fixes might result in a data loss. So if you could, then please take a backup at this point in time. Although you might not be able to take a backup, but still, as a warning, I am telling you that some of the steps might wipe off the data from your PC. So make sure you've taken the backup beforehand. With that in mind, let's get started. So first and foremost, you will have to make a Windows 11 USB drive. For that, you will have to take the help of a pen drive or memory card. Make sure it's at least 8 GB of size. Once you have got that, you will now have to write or burn the Windows 11 ISO file in that. You could do so via a third-party app such as Rufus, or you could use the official Windows 11 media tool. As of now, I'll be using the official tool from the Windows 11. So go to this site, and from here right click it on open it, and then simply hit the download now button under the make Windows 11 installation media. Or you may also download the ISO file and then use the Rufus tool to get the job done. But as of now, let's use the official tool only. So download the tool from here, and once you have got the tool, simply launch it, and it will take a few seconds to load. Once that happens, it will make a few things ready and then show you the OS version as well as the language. So let's just wait, and now click on accept. After that, you will have to select the drive as well. But before that, let's wait for a few seconds, and this is the language and the Windows 11 version. Then click on, if you want to change it, then uncheck this one, and then you may change the version or language, but it's recommended that you go ahead with this version itself. Then click on next. After that, since we are using a USB flash drive, choose this option. On the other hand, if you're using a third-party app such as Rufus, then you may choose the ISO file. But as of now, we are making the USB flash drive. So please choose this flash drive and then choose your drive. So make sure you're choosing the right drive. Also, one more thing, this drive will be formatted. So make sure you have taken a backup of all the data on your phone. This is the pen drive. In my case, it's of 16 GB and it will be formatted. So choose the drive and then click on next, and the process will now start. I have already made the file, USB file. So let me show you. This is my USB drive, D drive, and inside this is all the Windows 11 files which are required. So once you're done with the process, let me show you the screenshot as well. So let me open my guide and show you the steps. So you will have to choose the steps and follow the on-screen instruction to get the job done. Once that is done, you will get a couple of screenshots. So first of all, you'll have to choose the edition, and after that you will have to choose the USB flash drive. Then choose your drive from here and click on next. It will now make the Windows 11 media file, and once that is done, you will get a message that your USB flash drive is ready. You may now hit the finish button and make sure that you are getting the following files on your pen drive. If that's well and good, then with this we have got the Windows 11 bootable drive, and we will now use this drive to boot your phone, and we will now use this USB drive to boot your PC to the OS. So let's move ahead with the next step. Now you will have to boot your PC to the BIOS. So I made a separate guide on the same. You could refer to my guide, and in this it is given for all the OEMs, as you could see from here. So I will be using a HP laptop. In case of HP, the BIOS key is escape followed by the F10. And so let me now show you the BIOS shortcut for my PC as well. So guys, this is the pen drive which we have just made as a Windows 11 ISO, and let me now plug in the pen drive to my PC. Once that is done, you will now have to press the power key on your PC and now boot your PC to BIOS. In case of HP, I'll have to press and hold the escape key. I have to press the escape key for around 8 to 10 times, and as you could see, I'm in the startup menu. From here, I have to press the F10 key. So upon pressing the F10 key, I will now be inside the BIOS, and this is the BIOS for HP for all the other OEMs, the screen might be slightly different. That's not a cause of concern. So anyways, let's now move ahead with the next step. So now that we are inside the BIOS, our next course of action is to change the boot order and instruct the laptop to boot from the pen drive and not from the OS boot manager. So for that, you will have to go to the system config tab, then go to boot options, and from here go to the UEFI boot order and use the F5, F6 keys to change the value. So as of now, the USB diskette on key USB hard disk should be at the top. So let me use the F6 shortcut keys. As you could see, all the values have been given here, shortcut menus. So use the key accordingly. In my case, it's the F5 and F6 keys. So I'll use the F6 key and transfer it to the top. So as you could see, the USB drive is now at the top. Once that is done, I have to press the F10 key to save and exit. So let me press that as well. Then click on yes. And with this, our PC will now boot via the pen drive, which has the Windows 11 ISO files. So let's just wait for a few seconds. And then we will move ahead with the next step. So let's wait for a few more seconds. And this time around, our PC should boot to the Windows 11 setup file. And from there on, we could access the Windows recovery environment and rectify all the issues. And with this, we are in the Windows 11 setup process. So you may use the tab key and go to the next option and hit enter. And now select the repair your computer option via the tab key and press enter. And now we should be inside the Windows 11 recovery environment. From here, you have to select troubleshoot, use the tab key and then hit enter. And now as you could see, we are inside the advanced option, and from here in, we could carry out all the fixes. So first off, let's start with the non-CMD fixes. Regarding the non-CMD fixes, the first one is the startup repair. So as you could see from its name, it will fix all the issues that are preventing your PC from booting to the OS. So select this option and wait for the process to complete, and then check if your PC is able to boot to the OS or not. If it's still not working, then your next course of action is to uninstall the latest updates. In some cases, the issue might appear after installing the latest Windows update. So in that case, if you choose this option, then it will remove that update and roll back to the older stable update. So choose this option and the OS will then be rolled back. And after that, you might be able to access the OS. But if you still cannot access the OS, then the next fix is to do a system restore. So if you have enabled this feature beforehand and your system had taken a restore of an older instance, then you may choose the option to system restore. And in this, your PC will then be restored to an earlier working position, and you could then be able to boot to the OS, but it will only work if you had scheduled a system restore beforehand on your PC. If you haven't done so, then your next course of action is to turn off the virtualization on your PC. But for that, we will have to again boot our PC to the BIOS. So let's do that as well. So press the escape key or use the tab key to choose the back option and hit enter. Then select turn off your PC and hit enter. And our PC should be powered off in a few seconds. Once that is done, let's wait for a couple of more seconds and then power on your PC and again boot your PC to the BIOS. So in case of HP, I'll have to press and escape for a few times, and once that is done, it should be taken to the startup menu, and from there we could choose the BIOS option. So let's just wait for a few more seconds and we should be taken to the startup option now in a matter of few seconds, and from there you have to choose the BIOS option and then you may turn off the BIOS option or rather the virtualization option. So from here, press the F10 key and now we are inside the BIOS. So now you will have to search for the virtualization option. This option might vary depending on the PC that you own, but it should be there in the BIOS. In my case, it's here, and now you'll have to go to the virtualization technology, press enter and choose disabled, and after that again hit enter, and now you'll have to press the F10 key to save and exit the changes. So save and exit the changes and then verify if your PC is able to boot to the OS or not. If your PC is still not able to boot to the OS, then please re-enable this feature by booting to the BIOS, and let's now move ahead with the next fixes. So again, I'm repeating, if this fix did not work, Then once again boot to the BIOS and make sure to re-enable this feature. And only after that, let's now move ahead with the next fixes. So the next bunch of fixes are from the CMD window. So for that, we will again have to access the command prompt. So let's exit the BIOS from here, and once that is done, and it will be booted to the Windows 11 setup screen, and from there we may choose the repair my computer option, and then we may access the Windows 11 recovery environment and carry out the rest of the fixes. So let's just wait for a few more seconds. So guys, we are now booted to the Windows 11 setup process. Use the tab key to select next and hit enter. Again select repair your computer and click on next. And now we will start off with the CMD fixes. So for that, first off you have to access troubleshoot. Then you have to access the command prompt, and now you may just type in the required commands. So the first fix in this regard is using the SFC, which stands for system file checker. It will check if any of the system files are corrupted or missing or not. If that is the case, then it will replace them with their working counterparts from the C drive, and then the issue might be fixed. So just use this command which is given in my guide, copy paste the command or type in it, and then verify the result. Next up, you could also use the DISM command. It is used to service and repair the Windows images. There are three commands for that. The first one is to check the health of the image. Then the second one will scan the health of the image, and then third one will restore the health of the Windows image file. So make sure to execute all these three commands and check if it rectifies the issue or not. If you are still having the issue, then use the third fix, which is the chk dsk, or rather check this command. It will check the health of the drives and then rectify all the issues that are having with that drive. So simply you have to use this command. Just make sure to replace the C drive with the drive wherein you have installed the OS. In most cases it's the C drive itself, but if you have installed the OS in any other drive, make sure to change the C drive. Then leave the F, X and R keywords as they are and check if the issue has been fixed or not. If you are again facing the issue, then use the boot rec command. The boot rec command is used to fix the issue with regards to the master boot record, the boot sector and the boot config data. So in this regard, you will first and foremost have to launch the boot record tool via this command. Then first fix the MBR or the master boot record, then fix the boot, and finally you have to rebuild the boot config data. So execute all these four commands and then check if the issue has been fixed or not. After that, your next course of action is to use the RSTRUI tool, which is for the system restore. As we have already discussed this in the non-CMD fix, the system restore tool will restore an older working build of the system. If you had made a backup beforehand, then you may use this tool. Simply execute this command. It will find a system restore file and then restore your PC to the earlier working condition. But if you don't have that file, then your last course of action is a system reset. It goes without saying that this will wipe off all the data on your PC. So make sure to proceed ahead with caution. And if you have a backup, or if you don't want to restore or save any data, then simply use this command. It will remove all the data from your PC and reinstall Windows with a fresh install, and this will surely fix the issue. So guys, on that note, we round off this video. We have discussed 10 fixes. The first 4 are using the non-CMD methods, whereas the next 6 are the CMD methods. The most important thing to keep in mind is that you will first and foremost have to make a bootable Windows 11 USB key. For that, you may use the Windows 11 media tool, or you may simply use a third-party tool such as Rufus. In this guide, we have made use of the Windows 11 media tool. Once you have made the tool, you will then have to boot your PC to the BIOS using our guide. And once you are inside the BIOS, make sure to change the boot order to boot via the pen drive. And once you have made the change, your PC will then automatically boot to the BIOS or from using the PC. And once you have made the change, your PC will then automatically boot via the pen drive, and it will then boot to the Windows 11 setup screen. From the setup screen, you may have to then choose the repair your computer, and you will be then taken to the Windows recovery environment. From here, you could then choose troubleshoot, and from there you may either choose the non-CMD fixes or the CMD fixes and see which one works out for you. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.